Yo, 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 yo. What to do, YouTube? So as you see from the title, as you can see, I got kicked off the Navy. But I'm gonna explain to you what I got kicked off for at the end. But I'm gonna explain to you what you like the whole Navy experience from start to finish. So we're gonna take it back to boot camp. Oh, and the job that I had, I was an AO, aviation ordnance. All we did was fucking took the guns apart, cleaned them, inspect them, put them shits back together, and took the missiles and put them shits on the helicopters and fucking check the helicopter functions. So that's pretty much the job description, but I didn't even get to do that, and I'm gonna get to that. But yeah. Oh, and that's probably one of the lowest ranking jobs that you can get. I think I had like a ASVAB 36, give or take. Shit, I took that shit when I was in like high school, and I was just bullshitting. So yeah, so let's take it back to boot camp. So boot camp, boot camp. So what you do, you get picked up from the airport, you get on this bus ride, right? While you on the bus, they playing this shit on the TV. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically some introduction to the Navy type shit, right? So I'm sitting there watching it. Oh, and mind you, when you get on the bus, they say no phones, you can't sleep, none of that shit. They want you to watch this shit the whole bus ride, right? So I'm watching the shit. Okay, I'm watching this shit. Then I realize this shit on loop. So then I take my ass to sleep. So the dude beside me, he wake me up and say we there. So once you get there, you get off the bus, right? Once you get off the bus, you fucking mind you, they like go, 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 go. They making your ass run. So you get off the bus, you gotta run into the building, and when you get in the building, it's like fucking flags in the middle of the ship. Say it's flags like this, then it's two lines on the side. So like they say you gotta they want us to make two lines. Basically, don't step on the flags. Shit. Don't step on the flags, right? So when we walk in, they mind you, they want you to keep your head down. So I'm walking, I'm an observant ass nigga. So I'm looking around and shit. Next thing you know, I just hear a scream, keep your fucking eyes on the deck. So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm just walking. So then we walk. Then once you get to your little spot, everybody, they tell us to stop. Then they make us turn to each other like this, right? So once we turn to each other, this is your one chance that you get to make your phone call, right? So they give us a script and everything to say. So, like I said, I'm a goofy ass guy. So I'm on the phone with my mother laughing and shit. So she, long story short, when I got out of boot camp, she thought I was crying, but I told her I was laughing. So after that, after you do your little phone call and shit, then it's time to get issued your shit. So fucking first, oh, no. You don't get issued your shit first. You get this shit cut. No, you don't get this shit cut off. You get this shit cut off in like later once you get your division. So you get your shit issued. You going through, they asking you sizes and shit. So once you get all your shit, your book bag, lock, all this shit, we get in this room. It's all males. We get in this room. These niggas tell us we got 10 seconds to take everything off. Butt ass naked, my nigga. Butt ass naked. You got 10 seconds to take everything off because they give us underwear, shorts, and a shirt. So you got to get butt ass naked in a room full of men. I just want to simplify that for y'all so you understand that. So then they give you these fucking tighty ass whitey drawers, my nigga. Them shits is mad uncomfortable. Mad uncomfortable. So after you do all that shit, you fucking we go out here, we go out into the shit, and then they start breaking us up. We sitting down and shit, and then they start naming our names off, and they saying what division and shit we gonna be in, right? Right. So after that, you get your division. Mind you, I'm sleepy as shit. We still haven't eaten. So after that, you fucking what the fuck was after that? After you get your division, you go up to your compartment and shit, right? So once you get in your compartment, you basically see your division and shit. And for me, when I went to boot camp, it was fucking 10 weeks, and it's crazy because right before I joined, it was 8, and then right when I joined, they changed it to 10. So I was like, fuck. So after that, fucking boot camp, it really wasn't boot camp really not that hard for real. To pass the Navy boot camp, to be honest with you, all you just need to know is how to fucking comprehend information. Fucking meaning like they give you a book and they give you a test, and when I say that shit is verbatim, my nigga, that shit is verbatim. So you gotta know how to take a test, know how to swim, barely be in shape, and fucking know how to fold clothes. So if you know how to do those 4 things, my boy, you getting through boot camp easily. But just let me tell you, it's 2. It's an integrated division. It's a division where you can get like all males and shit, and then like you got a brother div. So for me, my first division, we had I was a brother div. So meaning it was 2 divisions, and it was all boys and all boys. But our numbers kept dropping because we had people that was having COVID and shit, other shit, and then there's one dude, he didn't want to get blood. So our numbers got so low that they just broke the whole division up, and they split us into 3 different divisions. Then after that, I went into an integrated division, meaning I had females. So after that, my boot camp experience got a little bit better because I finally got to see, you know, females. I wasn't around all men all fucking day. So after that, boot camp wasn't all that. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Boot camp, it was pretty chill for me. For me, at least. It was pretty chill. Motherfuckers in there are weird. I will tell you that. Like, one story I remember, I was in the shower, and I'm just chilling. Then I just feel cold water squirted on my feet. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? So I opened my curtain, and I got lucky. Because some of them ships, by ships, I mean the building that you stay in with your compartment, some of them shits, it's just a fucking shower head, no curtain, my nigga. So basically, it's a shower head right here, and it's a line of butt-ass naked niggas waiting to take their shower, right? Right. So I got lucky. I had the curtain shit. So I feel the water getting squirted on my leg. Pause. I get the water. I feel the water and shit, right? So I open the curtain. It's this big-ass nigga. This nigga probably like 6'1", 6'2". Nigga out there laughing and shit, squirting water. Butt-ass nigga. I'm like, bro, fuck is you doing, bro? Like, what type of time is you on, bro? So then I was like, bro, do that shit again. No, we're not even gonna go into that. That has nothing to do with the story. Just know, nothing happened, but I almost got in a fight. That's all I need to say. But, so after boot camp, you go to this shit called A school. And A school, that's where you gotta, you getting more, you actually about to start learning about the rate you signed up for, right? Right. So A school, I went to Pensacola, Florida, right? So at A school, I was only there for, I think, either 5 or 6 weeks. I don't know how long I did. I think I was only there for like a month and a half. But you had a test like at the end of each week. And fucking, so with the test, if you fail the test, you gotta, you get to retake it that same day. And then, if you fail the test, then you get pushed back. So say I'm on week 2, right? I passed the week 1 test, right? Say I go on week 2, right? I take the test. I fail it the first time. I retake it, right? I fail it again. I gotta get pushed back to week 1, my nigga. Right? Meaning, like, I don't gotta take the week 1 test again. I just gotta go back to week 1, basically on the same pace. Like, I gotta go on the same level that they are, and basically just study all the way up to test 2 to win the other division. I mean, the other little class they put me in taking test 2. And then, if you fail that shit again, I think you get to get sent back one more time, but I think you get kicked out of the rate, and meaning you gotta get re-rated. So, when you get re-rated, they choose your rate for you, or I guess they fucking look at your ASVAB and give you a fucking, I don't fucking know. Because I only knew like a couple people that had to get re-rated. So, after A school, you go to C school. And C school, that's when you starting to get like more in depth into what the fuck you about to learn, like more hands-on shit. And I did that in Norfolk, Virginia. And fucking, A school, I mean, to be honest, once you pass fucking A school, you really in the military, to be honest with you, because it's very, very hard to fail A school, my nigga. If you fail A school, I'm sorry, you're slow, my nigga. And then on top of that, it's, like I said, it's very hard to fail A school, my boy. They literally looking out for you. So, after A school, then you go to your ultimate command. So while you in, I skipped the part. While you in C school, right? I mean, not C school. While you in A school, before you about to go to C school, right? You get to choose your shits. So I'm pretty sure if you're single and you have no dependents, you can go overseas. But I think if you married too, you can still go overseas. You just can't have no dependents. But if you got dependents, you can't go overseas. So, and you only get 3 choices. You don't get to say, I want to go to this specific spot. No, nigga, you only get West Coast, East Coast, and overseas. So me, I chose overseas and fucking West Coast because a dude, like, before we even got to choose, some dude came in. He was telling, like, stories and shit. And he was like, yeah, don't go to East Coast. That shit ass. So I was like, cool. So I chose overseas and West Coast. And I got fucking Guam, right? Cool. So, after fucking A school, you go to your ultimate command, which is the shit that you choose, the overseas, East Coast or West Coast. After that, you choose that shit, right? So you go to your little ultimate command. And then this is where the scam comes in. Just listen to this part. This is where the scam comes in. Just listen. So when you first get to your shit, you thinking like, obviously you're not gonna be working automatic, like working with the bombs or whatever the fuck you learned in A school and C. You're not gonna do that automatically. I was expecting that, but you gonna see. So when you first get there, right, you gotta go to your shop, right? Your shop that your rate, y'all got a shop. So you gotta go to your shop and you gotta sit in that motherfucker for a week. You're not doing shit for that whole week. You're literally just sitting there watching shit. You're not qualified to touch shit. The only thing you're doing is just looking, right? So after the week, right? After that week, then you go to this shit called I'm pretty sure it's called Busboy. I don't know what the fuck. I forgot what this shit called, but I think it's called Busboy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So after that, so me with that shit, I got real lucky with that, cause in Guam it's a on land command, meaning like we were stationed on land. Like I wasn't on no boat. Like it was considered a boat command because you could go on deployments, meaning like you could go ship out to other places, but for the most part you're on land. The only way you could go to ship out and shit, you gotta have certain quals and shit like that. But that's besides the point. So you sit in your shop for a week, right? Then after that, you go busboying, right? And you got to do that shit for a cool, like, 3 months. And like I said, I got lucky because I was on land. But on the fucking ship, right, you got to do clothes. You got to wash people's clothes, wash tables and shit. You got to paint, do a bunch of shit. But for me, all I had to do was just sit in the shop selling snacks, my nigga. I was just sitting down selling snacks, getting paid, right? Right. So, after that, fucking, after you doing your little busboy shit, then you fucking, damn, bruh, so much shit going on up here. After that, you go to this shit called Line Shack, and with Line Shack, that's when you really start to get hands-on and you can start getting quals and shit, right? Not towards your job, just the basic quals, so you could, you know what I'm saying, start to do shit. So, after, and you in Line Shack for a cool 6 to 9 months. 6 to 9 months. So, that's already a year already right there, my nigga, out of your contract, right? That's already a year. So after Line Shack, right? After Line Shack, you gotta then you go to your shop. But you only go to your shop if they need you. Meaning, if your shop don't need you, nigga, guess what? You staying in Line Shack, my nigga. So that you could do a whole 2 years before you even do what you signed up to do, right? Right. So then, yeah, after that, that's pretty much it. So let's get to why the fuck I got kicked out, right? Right. So after after fucking A school, right? You get to take leave. I mean, you don't have to, but I wanted to. So you get to take leave before you go to your ultimate command, right? Right. So I took leave, right? I had went home and I had smoked with my boys, right? Because I'm thinking in my head, this is my last time seeing my boys, and this about to be my last time smoking. Mind you, before I fucking joined the military, I joined the military on May 25th. I smoked on May 13th, and I still passed that test. So I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm cooling. So, fucking, and I didn't take, when I did 13th, when I smoked on the 13th, and I took my test on the 25th, I didn't take no detox on Jesus Christ himself. I didn't take no detox. I just drank water on Jesus. So fucking I went home. I smelled, like I said, I was saying this gonna be my last time smoking with my boys. So I did that shit, right? So then I fucking got to Guam and I had to check in and fucking I had to take my when you first check in to your command, you got 72 hours to do your analysis, right? Right. So, did my urinalysis. So I'm going on. I'm thinking I done passed this shit, right? Because I'm chilling, right? I'm in the bitch chilling. I'm in the bitch selling snacks, getting paid, you know what I'm saying? Good money, good money. Because when you go overseas, when I was, all right, let me explain it to you like this. When I was in Norfolk, I was only getting paid fucking $800 every 2 weeks, my nigga. $800. $800, that wasn't enough. So, but when I got to Guam, it's a bunch of extra pays you got to get for overseas. Then we didn't have no galley, which is like a cafeteria for civilian terms. We didn't have no cafeteria. Oh, and when I was in Guam, I wasn't in Guam. There's a Navy base and an Air Force base. I was stationed on the Air Force base. So on the Air Force base, they didn't have no galley for us. They only had the with the Air Force, people call it the DFAC, right? So, I mean, you could go in there and get the show. You had to just pay like a couple dollars, something dollars, but I didn't do that. I would just go on my Air Force boys and have them swipe their CAT, their military government card, and I get free eats. But when I got to Guam, I was getting paid like at least fucking, I think it was even 12K. I said 12K, what the fuck? 1,200 or 1,300. But my very first paycheck when I got to Guam was like 1,700, and the reason that shit was 1,700 is because once I got out of Florida, right, they had fucked up my orders. So on my orders, they said once I leave that shit, I was supposed to go to Cali to go to some college, and then I was supposed to go to Norfolk. So in my head, I'm reading the orders. I'm like, I'm going to an actual college. What the fuck? So I get in Long Beach at the airport, right, and I'm calling the people on their little order shit, right, and I'm like, so what the fuck I do from here? And they like, where you at? And I tell them where they at. They like, why are you there? I'm like, the fuck you mean, why am I here? That's what my fucking orders say. And so they like, yeah, nah, you're not supposed to be there. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to get an Uber from the beach. I said the beach, from Long Beach to, I went from Long Beach to Los Angeles. Yeah, I think I did that. And then fucking, I had to stay in some shitty ass motel for fucking 3 days. And the first night I had to pay $145. Just then that's because I had to book it, because all the rooms and shit was booked. So I had to book that shit for $145 from while I was at the airport, and I had to order me an Uber to go there. And then I had to stay there for additional 2 days. But the dude, he knew I was military, so he fucked with me, and he said he only charged me $90 for the both nights. So I kept the receipts, and then they fucking back paid me. So that's why my first check was $1,700. But so like I said, I'm in the bitch selling snacks, thinking I'm cooling, right? I'm chilling. I passed the test. And then out of nowhere, they told me, yeah, you gotta go to legal. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what the fuck I need to go to legal for? The fuck? So I'm walking up to legal, and then I get in the office, and then I walk into the lady. I'm like, am I in trouble? Guess what she said? She gonna say, it depends what you call trouble. I'm like, okay. So then fucking she basically like, yeah, you popped she was like, you popped positive or negative, whatever the fuck the shit, for your test for your marijuana. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, bitch, what you mean? It depends, bitch, that's trouble. What the fuck is you talking about? So after that, I had to just go through a process and shit of fucking seeing if I was gonna get kicked out or not. So you go when you like get in like major trouble, you got to go to this shit called DRB, which is when you have a bunch of chiefs in a room and they just all I guess yelling at you, from what I heard, but they wasn't yelling at me. So I had to go to that shit, right? I went to that shit. I told the truth. I mean, I was like, it's no point in lying, but motherfuckers was like, you should have lied, bro. You could have lied. I was like, yeah, I could have, but it's literally no point of lying, my nigga, there. So after I went to DRB, I had to go to XO. And the XO, that's the second highest in charge at the command. It's the XO, and then it's the CO. So after XO, I went to the little chief, the DRB. They was in there just like, you know, you fucked up and shit, you know what I'm saying? They was like, we could tell you're regretful, but they was like, we can't help you with situations like this. You got to go straight up. So I'm like, cool. So then after that, I got to go to XO. And the XO, same thing. He like, yeah, nothing I could do. You got to go up. So I went up to the fucking CO. And then the CO, see, I fucked with the CO. See, my boy, he was like, I could see that you regretful. You know what I'm saying? You regret what you did and shit like that. And then he was like, but unfortunately, I can't help you, man. But he did help me. He didn't give me no half times pay, no extra duties, none of that shit. So I still kept the same grade, the same pay grade, E3, fucking, I didn't have to do no extra duties. And then, yeah, so I was basically just chilling, waiting for my shit to fucking get the fuck out. So then after that, that's pretty much it. After that, my boys. I mean, now, oh no, it's not. That's not it. Actually, so after that, I had to wait a while. You got to do a bunch of extra shit. Like you got to do fucking Oh, and before I get into that, the discharge he gave me was a admin separation, entry level separation, meaning it's not good nor it's not bad. Meaning, so on my record, it's going to say nothing. Pretty much, it's basically like I didn't serve time. Pretty much, that's basically what the fuck my discharge is. So, like I said, it's not bad, but it's not good. But it could have been worse. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, after, what the fuck was I at? I done lost my train of thought. Okay, no. So after you you go through your classes, you got to do a bunch of classes on like, cause I guess motherfuckers be fucked up from military life, so you got to go through courses to become a civilian again, I guess, to get back to the civilian world. So I did that shit. And mind you, I was supposed to leave like I was supposed to leave 2 times, but they had fucked up my ticket. So I had to stay there like a little bit longer, but I wasn't chilling. I mean, I wasn't tripping. I was chilling because I was still getting paid. So I'm like, man, it is what it is, man. Take y'all time, shit. All I'm doing is selling snacks, getting paid. Do what you gotta do. Take as long as you got. So after you do that shit, you fucking you gotta come to San Diego. That's where I'm at right now. You gotta come to San Diego. I guess that's where everybody go when you processing out. And now I'm just waiting for them to get my ticket, my DD214, whatever that shit called. And they supposed to do one more thing. I can't remember the other thing. But yeah, man. I mean, am I regretful? Yeah, but as I was fucking like sitting there waiting for me to leave, I was just sitting there just observing everything. I'm just like, I mean, yeah, it's a bad, but I'm low-key, you know what I'm saying, happy because fucking, I don't think I would have been able to do that shit for 4 years, especially on Guam. Like, Guam, my nigga, that shit is little as fuck. I mean, it's not little, but that shit is little as fuck, my nigga. It's small as fuck. And then another thing, fucking, we had just got hit by a typhoon. We got hit by a typhoon, and that had fucked up everything. So everything was still, when I was leaving, they was still trying to get everything up and running again. So that's another reason why I was happy that I was getting the fuck. But like I said, am I regretful? Yeah, but my nigga, it's life. Shit happens for a reason. I might say all I could do, use the shit as a lesson, my boy. And then yeah, man, that's just my Navy experience and why the fuck I got kicked out. So if you got any comments, any advice, leave it down below in the comments and like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Yeet.